determines the Qibla as well. Can you see the small compass in the left? So you know that the Qibla is correct in MCMC. Okay.
I think the location is Wisconsin.
No, it's Society Hill here, but I believe this is a typo in the app itself. It's not Wisconsin. Because times are accurate, by the way. So you can see beside the regular timings for Salah, you will see all the way in the bottom, the final third of the night, and you have the midnight as well. Okay? And then when you go to the settings, wow, you have many things. So beside determining the Qibla, by the way, and I feel it's very accurate, it tells you, for example, if you need to calibrate. And this is, by the way, a common mistake. Many people, or some people, let's put it this way, they don't even know what calibration is. Okay, but sometimes if it asks you for calibration, what should I do? What should I do? Do 8, like this. So you set pretty much like all the sensors in your phone and you get a better accuracy. The beauty is not, this compass is obvious. The beauty is this one, visual Qibla. Wow, it is MCMC. So it uses Google Maps to show you the accurate Qibla. Okay? And you could, I believe, change to a satellite mode. Wow, here is MCMC. Okay? So this could help. You have the Adhkar as well in the same exact application. Categorized in 4 categories: evening, morning, what you say after prayer, and before sleeping, and when you wake up. It gives you a list of the masajid next to you, although, yeah, okay. Not everything, but you get some idea. You see a calendar, Hijri calendar, regular calendar as well. You could even recite Quran as well here, and you could do the same planning that we mentioned in the other app for Khatma. In the settings, you have different languages and features. You could change the calculation method if you want. Like for example here, the timing for Asr is regular. You could make it Hanafi if you want. Something along these lines. Last thing, what I see is very beautiful. I've never seen it except here. Is that they have a feature, where is it here now? So they have a feature, anyway, I don't see it now, but probably in the settings, I'm not sure. But the feature is that you could add a list from your contact for Fajr Salah. And what the application basically does, it's going to make automatic calls to these people to wake them up for Fajr, depending on the time of Salat al-Fajr. It's a nice feature. You may need it to call a kid or something along these lines. Or to call, for example, yourself, if you have 2 cell phones, you could call the other phone, if this is one of the things that will, for sure, wakes you up.
I think it's on Android.
Huh? Maybe in the Android, yes. I have mine. Mine is Android, this is not mine. May Allah bless the brother who's giving us this one. Okay, so this is when it comes to, generally speaking, applications arena. Very quickly, in the remaining time, let's see some websites that I use frequently. So this one is how you can determine Salah time again in flights. So if you know the information about your flight, you could simply just type in the information like the departure airport, what time you are leaving, the destination airport, which airport it is. It will show you pretty much again a rough idea about the timings of the Salah in your flight and the directions of the Qibla throughout the whole flight in case if you want to pray inside the airplane. Okay. The other one that I use a lot is sunnah.com, pretty much on a weekly basis. So you have most of the books of hadith, as you can see here. Everyone that is listed here comes in Arabic and English. Some of them, they have Urdu, like Sahih al-Bukhari, for example. And I'm pretty sure maybe sometimes you've seen me texting in Urdu or sharing something online. Urdu, so I don't speak it, I don't write it, but rather I just copy and paste from here. What is even beautiful is this search. So give me any word if you want to search any hadith. Give me a word. Huh? Breakfast.
How about Ajbu Zanab?
عجب الذنب, huh? How can I write this in English? So, see, breakfast. Maybe you have something. You have breaking. Do you mean breaking? So it's pretty much like, but let's, for example, write Allah. Something like this. So pretty sure you will get many ahadith, and you can see Allah is highlighted. So let's say, for example, we were initially talking about gratefulness. I need some hadith about gratefulness. I could use this keyword and search. Okay, and every hadith will be highlighted. So when Sheikh Fuad gives me a hadith, okay, what I do, well, sometimes I make it hard for him. I tell him, please, just make sure it is from these books. Otherwise, I have to translate it myself. But this is what I use. I simply just read from the translation here. And as you can see, every hadith pretty much has the Arabic right and the English in the left side. Sunnah.com. It's the same people who are doing Quran Android and Quran.com. May Allah bless them. And here is, by the way, the potential of us as IT people. And this is how we can use whatever Allah has given us in terms of knowledge we have, and we could use it for the common good. Okay, now if you go to Medina, inshallah, and I'm pretty much finishing. If you go to Medina, inshallah, make sure that you visit King Fahd Glorious Quran Printing Complex. It's the largest printing house for Quran in the whole entire world. It's, subhanAllah, massive, huge, amazing. This is all I can say about it. Plus, if you go there, they will gift you a copy of the Mus'haf for free. Okay? So they have many great websites. How many times, by the way, you received an email, okay, especially living in the West, with some ayat that has many mistakes, or the font was, so-so, or it's written from left to right. This happens sometimes. Okay? So here is this amazing website. So pretty much any Mus'haf that they have published, the green ones we have here, the English translations, the blue ones, everything you will have their images here. So you could use them. Specifically, I can't cover the whole entire website, but I want to focus on one of their websites. That is fonts.qurancomplex.gov.sa. And this is the website for the fonts of the Mus'haf itself. By the way, just to begin, you know that the Mus'haf was handwritten by a calligrapher? So it's not printed or typed in a computer. And the Sheikh who wrote it, his name is Uthman Taha, subhanAllah. So now they took his writings, and they just digitize it, and they make fonts out of this. Okay? So you could just simply download them, add them to any word processor you have. If you see Imam Raouf's presentations on Sundays, you see how the ayat, they look amazingly beautiful. I believe he's using this, correct, Sheikh? So Allah reward you. Allah is khair. Okay, so if you have a presentation where you are going to use ayat, use something like this. So it's going to be beautiful, but what is more important, it is accurate without any mistakes. Now with this we conclude. Jazakumullahu khairah. So time for very quickly asking some questions to distribute the gifts. Okay. Are you ready? So we already have Tanweer, winner number 1. Question 2. Now I told you, to me, the best application of Quran is ayat. طيب, where was it developed?
Oh.
Huh? In Riyadh. Okay, come. Yeah, he said before you, I'm sorry. Okay, in the beginning of the talk, we mentioned that in order for us to be grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with the blessings He gave us, we need simply to do 3 things. 3 things. I can't hear you. Be thankful to Allah by? In your heart. Come. Okay. Be grateful to Allah. He said by your heart. So you say by? Your tongue. Come. Okay. So last thing, by what? Last thing, by what? By action. So you use the faculty, use whatever Allah has given you, okay, in the way that pleases Allah. If it is a faculty, I will use it in a way that pleases Allah. If it is knowledge, I will develop nice apps, not crap apps. Okay? With this we conclude. May Allah bless you all. جزاكم الله خيرا سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. If you have any questions, if you want me to walk you through one of these apps, we could do this over Arabic coffee and breakfast as well. Okay? جزاكم الله خيرا. Time to pray.